Welcome back to San Antonio Living. Are you looking for a few good reads? Well, we've got you covered this morning. Author Patricia Fischer is here with our February book picks. It's so good to see you.
Thank you.
You put together a great group of books for everybody from young to old, and a lot of great histories and storytelling as well.
So it's Black History Month, and I thought that this time we would talk about all books in Black history as well as all Black authors.
Amazing. All right, so let's dig in this morning, and we'll start with a couple of books for kids. We'll start with Super Feelings.
So Super Feelings is like the world is kind of overwhelming. And so you have a couple of brothers that teach each other how to process, and it's okay to feel sad or angry or frustrated, but how the healthy way to discuss and get through things, because not everything's going to be great, and that's okay. It's just how we get through it.
Absolutely. Tell me about Chef Edna.
So Chef Edna is about Chef Edna Lewis. She was the granddaughter of emancipated slaves, and she brought her Southern style cooking into the main focus. So she's considered the queen of soul food and Southern cooking. So she brought it all the way to New York. She's had multiple books, and she's got her own stamp.
Amazing.
And so she's got this really great kids book. It's super visual, beautiful illustrations, but it also talks about her journey, the friends she's made, and the food she made, and how it brought people to the table.
I love that. You can enjoy a book, a little cooking, and a little history as well.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about scenes from Mexico, Central, and South America.
Right. So this book's with the halftime show this past week, and Bad Bunny talked about all the Latin American countries. This is a book about teaching awareness of culture and tradition and celebrations about people around the world, and mostly Latin America. And it shows, it's also been proven reading actually improves empathy and understanding, and we find out we have more in common than we don't. So so that was kind of a fun book to put up there.
I love that, and one of my favorite tips that you always share with people is if you don't know where to start with a kid's book.
Start with a kid's
book.
Yep.
I love that. All right, let's move into some books for young adults, and we'll start with the Legendborn series.
The Legendborn series is a really cool fantasy series that brings Arthurian legend into the modern day with Southern black girl magic and Catholicism and all this other stuff. And so it's about a young woman who comes upon a group of people, and they fight, mythical creatures and badness, and there's good and evil and all this other stuff. So I mean, there's 3 books in the series now. She is going to do 4. Don't know when that's coming out yet.
Okay.
Yes, but the covers alone are just beautiful. So,
absolutely. If you're looking for a great book, check that out. We also have The Sundown Girls.
The Sundown Girls is, if someone's not familiar, Sundown Town was a town that someone of color could not go out after sundown because it was very dangerous. So you have a girl that's going on a family vacation, and they end up in this town. They think is fine, but it does have a history, and she starts to see ghosts. And so there's a lot of things that she and her friends have to kind of solve mysteries, and maybe things aren't as like in the past as she thought.
Okay.
So if you like Get Out, if you like Jordan Peele level thriller, this would be your story.
Okay, good deal. We have Never Caught, both the Young Readers edition and the digital edition.
Right. So Ona Judge was the daughter of slaves of George and Martha Washington. Okay. And so when she found out she was going to be given to Martha Washington's granddaughter as a wedding gift, she said, "I'm done." And so she left. And this is her journey about how she was never caught. And she ended up in New Hampshire and led a life from there. But this is, and she basically, got away from one of the founding fathers. I mean, it was a big deal that she escaped.
Okay.
So yeah.
Check those out. And then we have Better Than We Found It.
Better Than We Found It is a great book. It has these 2 authors that have about 16 different topics, and they have over 24 stories about how we can improve things in the world. And when you're feeling kind of powerless, this is a great place to start, because maybe you just read the 1 chapter and then you apply it to just your little community or your neighborhood, and then you just build from there. So it doesn't have to, you don't have to tackle everything at once.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Yes.
we try to tackle everything.
Yes,
that's
we
for
do.
Sure. All right, let's get into some fiction books this morning.
Right.
And we'll start with Harlem Rhapsody.
So Harlem Rhapsody is a biographical, it's historical fiction.
There we go.
Okay. So basically it's about real people, but the details are fudged. So it's like she was the first black woman editor of a major black-owned magazine. She worked with W.E.B. Du Bois. She found Langston Hughes. I mean, it was a whole thing. And so this is her journey of how this played out, how she became the person that she is, how she changed journalism for a lot of women.
Okay, and we have a suite on A Younger Man.
Yes.
That's another book you can check out, along with the books from Farah Roshan. Tell me about those.
So Farah always writes these amazingly vivid books. She has a lot of them set in Louisiana and New Orleans. And so these are reprints of her books from 2012.
Okay.
There goes 6 books in total. Right now there's 3 out. So you're going to have A Second Chance Spicy Romance. That's Forever Kind of Love, Always and Forever, Saucy Enemies to Lovers, and Yours Forever, Slow Burn Romance, Opposites Attract.
Okay, and then 2 more recommendations from Patricia. We've got Rhythm and Design for you to check out, and then also Spilling the Tea. And of course, Patricia takes all of these great books and puts them on her website so you can learn a little bit more about all of them.
Yes.
That's a lot to get through.
It is.
And great information.
Yes.
Amazing job, guys. If you've got questions, you can scan the QR code that's on your screen right there. That will take you straight to Patricia's website, where you'll find all sorts of great information. She is Patricia Fischer. You can go to patriciawfischer.com for more details, and you can also follow her on social media at Patricia W. Fischer Author.